Maker Muse features over 250 pieces of British arts and crafts, Art Nouveau, Jugendstil, and New York and Chicago American arts and crafts jewelry. Maker Muse recognizes the achievements of women makers while paying homage to the many men who trained them and worked during a period of great social change. Many of the pieces have never been seen publicly before. Approximately 150 of the pieces are drawn from the private collection of Richard H. Driehaus.
I've always been drawn to the drama and craftsmanship of the period spanning from 1880 to 1920. From Paris to Vienna, London, Glasgow, and Chicago, a great proliferation of styles were seen during this period. It has always been my vision to exhibit my jewelry collection for others to enjoy. The only questions were where, when, and how. So I'm honored that my collection is complemented with loans from other distinguished private and museum collections from across the country. By collaborating this way, the public's interest and enjoyment of this art form only deepens. Exhibitions like this inspire us all.
I've been studying art jewelry of the early 20th century for about 20 years, and I always knew that there was a story about women woven through the theme of the jewelry, but it sort of coalesced when I saw Richard's jewelry. In the British area, this is the first time ever that we know women as jewelry makers under their own name. Up until the late 19th century, women were not allowed to make jewelry. And what we see in French Art Nouveau jewelry is very different. First of all, there are no women jewelers. We don't have the women making the jewelry, but they are the central subject of the jewelry. In the Jugendstil gallery, we mainly focus on the Wiener Werkstatt workshop in Vienna. They designed beautiful interiors for a very artistic clientele. And what do you need with your beautiful interior? You need a dress to match the interior. And what goes with the dress? Jewelry. Then we moved on to Louis Comfort Tiffany, who was a contemporary making jewelry in the same period. And I hope you'll take note that jewelry was related to all the decorative arts of the period. And Mr. Tiffany hired women to manage his workshops, so that was very forward-thinking. So in the Chicago arts and crafts area, we have the Kalo shop being founded. Kalo shop was founded by a woman, and she hired women to work for her. She also hired men who later went on to have their own shops. And for some reason in Chicago, there were more women making jewelry than anywhere else in the country, and we have some examples that have never been seen before. We're very excited about it. So I hope that what you'll take away is that this was jewelry that was meant to be a reaction against the mainstream jewelry. It wasn't being made by machines, it didn't necessarily have expensive materials, and it had women as part of its story. These were the first studio jewelers. We have wonderful jewelers working in studios today making handmade jewelry, and these people 100 years ago, had they not gone back into the studio, I think the studio jewelers of today would not be doing what they're doing. So thank you very much.